Ted Cruz, he did this weird thing. He's really committed to his old middle-aged man mullet, and he's gotten tubby again, and he's up there like a sort of Cletus version of Matt Foley, talking about liberal men can't satisfy their women, and I just... Man.
His line was actually, these liberal women are so pissed off. They're just so... But you'd be pissed off, too, if you had to have sex with those weenies, like these weenie liberal guys. The thought... Whenever
Ted Cruz certainly isn't a weenie.
Yeah, whenever Ted Cruz says anything that, like, connects him talking and, like, thoughts of sex, like... The lesbian gear in me goes so high. The like, oh, I'm so glad I don't have to, like, he's so repulsive and revolting. I don't understand how women can look at Ted Cruz and think, I enjoy that species.
Nothing says masculine like letting the guy that just beat you in a campaign insult your wife's looks. Like that's really an alpha male move. I'll tell you this.
And then you endorse him.
Yeah, I'll tell you this: this thing though was endemic throughout the speakers. It was not just Ted. Like one of the key themes with these guys now is this machismo. You know, like we need strong men, and they're gonna have a wife. Like the strong men obey God, and the wife obeys the man, and they're gonna have a family. And like, you know, Jason Whitlock was on stage talking about how he wants to go back to pre-suffrage, where the family just has a vote, one vote per family. And there's a lot of insulting of single women, cat ladies. You know, there is a lot of insulting of gays. Obviously, just jokes about gays at like their expense. Weenie boys, chicks with dicks, a lot of trans jokes. And so. Like, it is. There is something that is absolutely inseparable from the MAGA thing that is this machismo element to it, you know. And when you're talking to them, like the kids, like I do think that there just is some reaction that's happening. I mean, some of this is like tale old as time, patriarchy, but there's also some reaction that is happening, like that where they feel like. You know, the straight white man is being insulted and like this and that the culture and that they're being minimized in the culture and they've got to take the culture back and they've got to demean these other people and that is very central to this. And like when you talk to them, it's very noticeable. It's not like a one-off. Ted Cruz's thing was not a one-off. It was a very common theme. Nobody else was talking about pleasuring women. You know, I don't remember any other orgasm talk, but the theme was constant.
It's a United States senator. So
yeah, and boy does he hate it.
Yeah.
Tim, did you run into any of your like twinks for MAGA?
Dolores.
Who were your? Do you remember those?
Yeah, the gays against groomers. I did. The gays against groomers. The gays against groomers has lost a little momentum.
Because of DeSantis, probably, right? Because that was really his thing.
Probably because DeSantis has lost some momentum, and I think also because it's starting to get a little real. The gays against groomers, like the amount of anti-gay talk is really ramping up. Like the gays against groomers thing was all part of like the MAGA likes gays, right? But it's just we just don't like these teachers grooming our kids. And now those more of like many speakers made jokes at gay people's expenses, and so there's still gays there, but I don't know. I didn't see people with the gays against groomers shirts. I will tell you, when as I said, the question I ask every kid is like, what are the issues that animate you? Immigration is one of them. Grooming is another one. Like for one example, a kid said, I was going down a line of these bros, and I was like, all right, top issue. It's like immigration, school reform, immigration. And I was like, ooh, I want to come back to you, school reform guy. So like school choice, or what are you talking about? He's like, no, I'm talking about the grooming. And I was like, oh, right, got it. That's what school reform is for that's what education reform is for these guys. Stopping the gay penguin books.